How's it going, guys? It's me, Domo, of the Domo channel, here today with our episode 2 reaction of Gakkou Gurashi, or School Live. I think School Life sounds better, but it makes sense that's called School Live, because, you know. So, I have decided to do an episode, like, an actual episode review thing of this series. Why? Because it's only 12 episodes, and this is one of the most unexpected series I've ever seen this whole season, and I really want to do reaction videos for this series, and especially Charlotte also. And then there are a lot of other series that I haven't done impressions on. I'll probably just do that in a video, just explaining of all the stuff that I'm watching. But I will probably only do like continuous episode reviews for animes that I really enjoy watching, and this is one of them. So I'm just happy to do another video on Gakkou Gurashi. I see that a lot of people are like just everywhere just talking about this anime and like how unexpected it was and how great the thing looks and like just everything. This anime has spanned the whole anime community, and I really enjoy this anime too. So it's really great that a lot of people are enjoying this anime itself. A lot of people like just hearing about this anime. So episode 2 finally came out today, and I was like expected to get scared a little bit, but nothing special to happen. This episode, if you haven't seen episode 1 or this one, don't watch this video. Watch both episodes, because I'm going to be doing a lot of the theory discussions in this thing, and I'm about to solve everything in this anime. So let's begin. This episode 2, was a really great and huge character background development for this character here, Kurumi. And I memorized all the names of all the members in this anime. So we have the main delusional student, her name's Yuki, in the cat hat. We have Kurumi, the badass with the shovel. We have Miku, or Mikan. Is it Mika? Or Miku? I think it's Miku, yeah, or Mikun, whatever, Mikun, the other girl. And then we have the Onesan looking character, Yuri, but they mostly call her Risan, so that makes sense. So, and we have Megu-nee and the dog. So yeah, there's that. So this episode was a sort of mix from what we saw in the first episode. The first episode was solely so much like school life stuff until the end part, when we finally see the realities of what's happening in this anime. So now with the realities of this anime revealed to us, we sort of see now that the school is all wrecked and stuff. We're not seeing it mostly of a school life perspective until we see Yuki. So throughout this anime, we see Yuki going on with her school life in her head, right? And besides that, we also see some flashbacks of our character here, Kurumi, about her life before the whole zombie incident. And that's something that I like about this anime. This thing like looks back before the zombie apocalypse happened, like how they were just normal girl students in school having normal girl student lives and stuff like that, right? I mean, Kurumi's background is that she joined the track club, I think, and then she wanted to go ask out senpai, which is really generic. But then all of a sudden, zombie outbreak happens, and so on the rooftop, the senpai that he's talking to turns into a zombie, and she gets the shovel that she's been holding throughout this whole series, and she kills him. Probably her first kill was her senpai turned into a zombie, and I was like, oh dang, that's really deep stuff, you know. So we see that in this anime that she has a lot of hesitations into killing these zombies, because you know they used to be students, they used to be people that they knew, and like people they hanged out with, they talked with, and they also like, you know, they lived lives as they did. But then, and they think that, you know, if they're wondering if they have like some sort of memory in their zombie state, like they're still there, but you know, away, like in their minds. There's a lot of whole thing in that, but I'm pretty sure that they're all zombies. There's no human left in them whatsoever. So there's that part of Kurumi. So, this thing didn't focus. There we go. I mean, it's pretty dark, but no, it's too bright. Anyways, so next, besides the fact of whole Kurumi's backstory, which I really like. Kurumi is an awesome character. She's probably like the most badass character in this anime, but we'll see for now. So besides the fact, we also see the school living club also do a test of courage, which is encouraged by Megu-nee on Yuki, because apparently summer vacation is starting soon, and they're keeping track of that when they're in a zombie apocalypse. But whatever. So they go on a test of courage, and mostly the others in the group use this as a way to get more supplies because they're running low, which is very awesome as a zombie element type thing in animes and stuff. So they go around the school, they go past their security barricades, their safe zones, to go look up for supplies. They find the student store, they get some stuff that they need. They go to the library, they get textbooks and stuff like that, and we actually see a zombie for in like a while. Well, Kurumi did kill one zombie before, and then we saw another zombie after Yuki ran off to go get some manga in the library. And it's like your typical ant zombie. So they only hear, I don't think they could see, but you know, they hear sound, so then they lure them with sound and stuff like that. But then the zombies are still in the school, which I really like, and that's just amazing how they took out the zombie in the library. Basically, after Yuki got separated with the whole group, with Megu-nee, there was a parent, Yuri, saw a zombie, and she told everyone, and it was like, oh crap, we gotta get the zombie out away from Yuki. I like how they're trying to protect Yuki, who sort of doesn't. I have some theories about this. I'm gonna talk about that afterwards. But they drag the zombie away from Yuki, and Kurumi comes up and kills him with a shovel, and then bam, that's the end of the story. So this anime just gets really exciting every single step of the way. And then afterwards, at the end, we get the flashback of Kurumi with how she got the shovel and how she killed the senpai, and then she wakes up, and then that's the end of the episode. So yeah, this whole episode was just a really great way to show like how they live in this setting, and we get to learn a little bit more about the characters, which I really enjoy a lot in this thing. I enjoy character development. So now comes the theories and discussions and guesses and hypotheses, etc. So this is all spoilers for episode 1, and hopefully you guys watch episode 1 as well. So first thing about episode 1 that threw me off was the cross on the rooftop for the gardening thing. So now, I assumed that someone died, right? And considering that one of our main characters, Yuki, is psychologically in the head, I thought that Megu-nee was actually a ghost, and just as a conscience telling Yuki what to do in the zombie situation. I thought she was the one who died and was buried in the thing. But now I think that's wrong. So now, after watching this episode, I saw, like, you see that Kurumi kills the senpai with a shovel on the rooftop. So I'm assuming now that the one buried on the top of the rooftop in the first episode with the cross, that is the senpai that Kurumi killed. And that makes sense. I always assumed throughout this whole episode, I thought that Megu-nee was a ghost and just a conscience in Yuki's mind telling her how to live in this zombie situation. But, I mean, the way how the anime is going, it seems that, like, the rest of the students also see her, or they're probably, like, making up that she's there. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think, for now, I think Megu-nee is actually alive, and there's 5 of them in this school. Plus the dog. The dog seems to be a legit thing in this anime. So there goes that idea. The next topic, I don't know, wait, is that it? I think that was it, yeah. So that was like my whole thing about this episode. Was one of the things I talked about in the first episode review in the end was how much of the stuff that Yuki saw was real and how much it was fake. And what I meant by that was was the Megu-nee that we see in this anime, was she real, really there, or was she just a figment of Yuki's imagination? And that Megu-nee tells Yuki what to do in the zombie situations when there's a zombie nearby. It's like her conscience guiding her. And if it was her conscience guiding her, and it was actually just Megu-nee's all a figment of her imagination, then I would actually grow less to the idea that Yuki is not crazy, because I would assume it's like some sort of self-defense mechanism or something like that. Like, you have the conscience telling you what to do X when, you know, you don't want to accept the zombie reality thing. But I guess Megu-nee is a legit person in this anime for now, I think. Oh, yes, the other thing. So we also got some a little bit talk of dialogue from Mikun, who was talking with Risan in the club room, and apparently she was talking about how she wouldn't have made it in the mall without them. So now I think throughout these next few episodes is that we're going to get a lot of backstory on the characters themselves. From that dialogue of Mikun in the mall, it implies that originally the three of them didn't meet, but they met Mikun later on in their journey, apparently. That's what I'm thinking. Because that one small dialogue, they saved her from a mall, and that she couldn't have done it alone without a friend who probably died inside this so-called mall that they're talking about. And I forgot what the next episode title was called. Darn it, I should have looked at that. So, yeah, I think next episode, or the fewer episodes after this one, we're gonna see about how Mikun joined the group and how they found Mikun. Maybe how the first time that Yuki saw a zombie, and then like she go crazy, and then she started like thinking that school was like a whole delusion. And then Risan, I don't know about her. She doesn't seem to have much whatchamacallit, character backstory for now. She seems the most calm and like leadership, like the leader at this time of crisis, which mean I don't know really much about this. This is all hypotheses and guesses, but this anime is really great. And one thing I like about just anime in general is character development, because this episode was all about for Kurumi, and now if we get character development for the rest of the characters, we're going to feel affection for them. We're going to like these characters, and then when they do something near the end of the anime, it's just gonna make us torn apart, and we're gonna cry our tears of sadness and stuff. So I don't know exactly what happens in the manga, and I know that's still ongoing. So I'm assuming that this anime won't have like a very, very conclusive ending. But I mean, I don't know how far they're gonna go in this episode. I don't know if like someone's gonna get bit. I don't know if someone's gonna die. That's like one thing I'm kind of afraid of, because in this anime where we have just 4 to 5 characters, we get to know all of them so well. And once we learn about them, we start to like, you know, like care about them. And once we finally care about these characters like Kurumi, I like Kurumi a lot after this episode. And once that happens, they could do whatever the heck they want. They could like go get her infected or kill them, or they could go crazy or whatever. I don't know. And then we're just gonna be sad about it. So I don't know what's gonna happen about this episode, but I can technically look up what the next episode is called. I'll leave that for next week. Thank you guys for watching this episode reaction review thing of Gakkou Gurashi, or School Live, School Live, whatever you want to call it. This series, I have a lot of expectation towards it. Considering it's only 12 episodes, I don't know how much they can get. But after this, I'm still reading the manga, because someone commented on that, and I will be reading that manga after this. Hopefully it's like done or something, but who knows. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my other summer 2015 impressions. I'll be doing them real soon. And if my heart out wings. So until then, guys, I will see you guys on the next video on the Dome channel. So take care, guys, and matane.